Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, the Honorable to all the judges of Public Speaking Challenge. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce myself. My name is Andalas Murwani Pangesti. I'm from State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya, majoring in English department. For this speech challenge, I'm going to talk about the urgency of sharing climate change. As we all know, there was a hot controversy a few days ago about scientists who were arrested by the authorities for proclaiming the climate change. Over many years, scientists have accumulated a body of evidence that proves climate change is real and caused by human activities. The government consistently disregards the warning and the public does not hear it. For the time being, people all around the world have been asking for action in their daily lives. Businesses have been considering the looming threat of climate change as well as the fresh opportunities it brings personal action. These existing industry efforts to mitigate climate change are acknowledged and encouraged. As a result, business and the community have been taken lead during the last decade. While our national elected authorities have abdicated their responsibilities. Now, it's up to us to take action. Future generations will look our action and wonder what we accomplished. They will wonder why it took so long to act, given the threat of rising sea levels encouraging on our primarily coastal community. When they see our river system deteriorate in front of their eyes, they will wonder how this was allowed to happen. They will hold us accountable now that we know climate change put our food and water supply. The obligation to safeguard not only today's community, but also the obligation to safeguard our country, our values, and our way of life beyond the next election cycle. We must accept our current situation. The message for the world's scientists is that we have failed to appreciate our climate for far too long. We have to be successful in putting a rise on pollution with little accountability for what occurs next. We have saturated the Earth's atmosphere with greenhouse gases. The consequences of this behavior have inspired one of humanity's most enduring values. The world today recognizes the importance of being responsibly in our use of Earth resources. The gift of the Earth we have taken for granted for so long are not guaranteed. In the coming years, this requirement will guide community decisions. Companies that demonstrate this feeling of responsibility will succeed. Politicians that refuse to access the obligation will not last long. Climate change has a significant impact on the economy and the environment. The Great Barrier Reef is affected by rising sea temperatures. Our wildlife is reliant on very specific conditions. Our agricultural industry rely on consistent rain. Our way of life and well-being are influenced by the weather. Many of our cities and infrastructure are located near the shore, posing unique difficulties in terms of sea level rise, storm surge, and coastal erosion. Deserts are spreading over the earth, and ice caps are melting, while some parts of the world are experiencing drought. Others are experiencing severe flooding. Storms will become more intense, and entire countries may be submerged by increasing seas. As a result, it's no exaggeration to state that climate change is our generation's greatest challenge. It is nevertheless our generation's opportunity. It's fair to say that most of the discussion about climate change economic impact has centered on the threat it poses. However, we must consider the opportunity for new growth, innovation, and a contemporary economy. Dear all, The task of addressing climate change is not only urgent, but also inextricably linked to an inclusive and lasting recovery from the pandemic. We can make the shift to net zero and achieve climate resilience with shared commitment and international cooperation, and making our world stronger than before. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.